You're sitting in a PTA gathering or family dinner or coffee with a friend, and someone asks you to take on just one more thing. You feel your stomach drop. Your heart races. You want to say no, but the words, they stick in your throat. What if they think I'm mean? What if they're upset that I say no? What if they stop liking me? And your thoughts might not be as clear as that, but they may be communicating a similar message. But the reality is, boundaries and saying no aren't walls. They're bridges back to yourself. So today we're going to talk about how to set boundaries that set you free, why no is a complete sentence, and how to protect your peace without apology. Hey there, love rebel. Christy Holt here, your happiness hussy and recovered good girl. Welcome to Unstuck, 30 days to rewrite your love story. Repeat after me. I am the plot twist. Now let's freaking go. Boundaries aren't about shutting people out. They're about letting yourself in. Now, we've been taught all along that boundaries are selfish, that they're walls that we put up, that we build them to keep people away. But here is the truth. Boundaries are bridges. They are how we show up for ourselves, how we honor our needs, and how we create space for the love we really deserve. For me, boundaries were something I struggled with in my past marriage. I honestly spent so much time trying to be nice, a lot of trying to keep the peace, trying to keep everyone else comfortable, managing emotions and the whole deal. And the more I did it, the more I realized all of this was abandoning myself. Well, when I finally started setting boundaries, even though at first it felt somewhat terrifying, it led me to a whole new freedom. It was the foundation for healthier relationships that I had after my divorce. It actually led me to discover how I wanted and needed to be loved. So here's today's shift. Boundaries aren't about being mean. They're about being clear. They're about communicating, this is what I need. This is what I deserve. And this is what I'm no longer willing to tolerate. Boundaries aren't about stating your preferences or expectations of other people. They are about what your response to that thing that you aren't willing to tolerate will be. So this is about protecting your peace, right? Without burning bridges, without the guilt. And boundaries aren't just about saying no to other people. They're about saying yes to yourself. So the next time that you find yourself hesitating to set a boundary, I want you to stop and ask yourself, what would it feel like to honor myself in this situation? And if you're ready to stop apologizing for your boundaries, go ahead and add this to your bucket list today. Explaining myself when I say no. Because no is a complete sentence. You don't need to justify your boundaries. You don't need to make excuses or explanations for your needs. You're not too much. But sometimes you might be asking the wrong person. If you need a little musical motivation today, go ahead and blast Confident by Demi Lovato from the Rebellious AF in Love playlist. You know where to find the link. Let those lyrics remind you that your boundaries are your power. It's not always easy to set a boundary in the moment, so sometimes we need to do a little prep work. I invite you to think of one situation where you've been avoiding setting a boundary. Maybe it's saying no to that extra project at work, or telling a friend that you can't make it to their event, or finally asking your partner to respect your time. Next, right now, in this moment, take action. Send the text, have the conversation, or say the no. And I invite you to do this without overthinking it, and just do it. And then get yourself in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eye, and remind yourself, I am honoring myself by setting this boundary. Feel free to repeat until it really lands. Now, this process really forces you to stop thinking about boundaries and start setting them. It's truly a way of saying, I'm done abandoning myself, and I'm finally choosing me. Now, if you could use a little bit of extra support to set and communicate boundaries that honor you, be sure to check out my Authenticity Unleashed course. It's all about showing up as your most authentic self, about setting boundaries that really work, and creating a life that feels really fucking good. Because boundaries aren't just about saying no or setting expectations with other people. They are really about saying yes to yourself. They are a crucial roadmap to honoring yourself and showing others how to treat you, how to love you well. And Authenticity Unleashed will show you just how to do that. Because your boundaries are your power. Next up, let's talk about desire. Because wanting someone doesn't mean that you need them. So let's explore how to want someone without losing yourself and how to stay grounded in your worth. Because if you've ever found yourself asking, how do I want someone without needing them? This conversation is for you. You're definitely not the only one who's ever Googled how to stop feeling needy at 4 a.m. I love you. Now let's go do some epic shit, shall we? If this hit like a 2 a.m. epiphany, do me a solid. Subscribe. Leave a hell yes below. Share this with someone who's done settling. And grab your plot twist toolkit at loveunstuck.com. Your love story is already rewriting itself. Now go choose yourself like your happiness depends on it, because it does.